Okay, so from the John Terry video that I did, I had some people saying, "Oh, what do you mean? You know that you're not saying it, and you know." And I thought, to be fair, you're right, because if I saw that video and somebody said, "Oh, I know, but I can't say," I'd be thinking, "It's like, what are you talking about?" But the reason why, just to let everybody know, was because Socademics is quite, I've got a community of followers, and they know that I've got inside links or contacts. I wasn't expecting so many people that don't usually follow Socademics to see the video. So that's why. So fair enough. And we just have to wait for the outcome. We'll find out, if he's guilty or not. But I mean, I just want to get to talk about football. But the reason why I'm doing this video, and hopefully it's the last one to do with racism in football, is because we've had so many events. So we've had that John Terry incident on the pitch. We've had the Daniel Sturridge by a Chelsea fan being racially abused. We had the Chelsea fans chanting, those songs about Anton, Ferdinand. And then now we've got the Suarez case and the silly Sepp Blatter. I mean, how could you say, oh, deal with it with a handshake? Because Rio Ferdinand said a very interesting point. Okay, so refs could get abused during games and you can say it's okay with a handshake. Obviously not. And the refs, the abuse they go through is absolutely ridiculous. So I just think he just needs to sit down somewhere and just keep it zipped. But what makes me laugh is the PR campaign. So since John Terry's been out in the press because of the racism, he's got that picture snapped with black players all the time. I just think it's so silly. But the best one was Sepp Blatter, and it come out so quickly last night. And this picture, they weren't even like a bit sly about it. Come on, man! Like this is when they released the statement. This was the picture, and I just thought, oh, this is just. I burst out laughing. With regards to Luis Suarez, the FA tackled it, and I'm like, great. I didn't really know much about it. Don't know if he was being racist or not. It's his word against Suarez's word. They must have had more evidence to say he's guilty. It's all right, great. John Terry's one's still going on. They're dragging it on. I think the FA and the media are trying to see if they can find a way to make John Terry look good, or see if they can find a hole in the story. To be honest with you, I don't think it will happen. So I'm not saying, John Terry's guilty. I'm not saying he's innocent now. We're gonna look at it as from a neutral point. But what I will say is all cases have got to be handled the same, because I don't think it's fair on Luis Suarez that he's been accused of being racist, and whether guilty or not, he's now had his case seen, whereas John Terry's hasn't. And I just think, to be honest with you, just treat them both the same. And I actually feel, even though they've been treated differently, I think Suarez has been handled the best. Hardly any media coverage compared to John Terry's anyway. It was just dealt with. And I think for us to just get on to talk about football, I think these cases should be dealt with efficiently and straight away so we can go on to talk about football. But it's because the FA and the others just kind of mill about, and sometimes people don't feel they handled it properly. That's why it becomes such a bigger thing than what it is. So I just think, do you know what? Just handle it that way and let's keep it moving. But I want to know what you guys think, because this is quite a passionate case, because as I can tell from my comments in the last video, people had a lot to say. So tell me what you think on how Suarez's case was different to John Terry's, because I feel that John Terry was caught on camera and it caused more of more of a stir, because one, of obviously he's an England captain, but two, because it was so obvious. No one knew about Suarez till Weather's complaint. So I feel, if anything, that should have been dealt with first. So, sorry, I just babbled on. But so how you felt Suarez's case and John Terry's was treated differently? What is your opinion on that? And what is your opinion on Sepp Blatter? With regards to dealing with it with a handshake, because if we start to do that, then as Rio said, you can start looking at refs getting abused during the game. Okay, ref, sorry for calling you a whatever after the game, handshake. That means there's no red cards for dissent and all of that stuff. All right. Oh, nearly forgot. One of the subscribers actually said an interesting point on here the other day, and I've got it written here to read to you. Actually, sorry, today on one of my other videos. So I'm going to read it. It says, you need to get back to your comments if you want your channel to grow. I'm feeling to unsubscribe. And the reason why I read that, it made me laugh, but he's actually right. So the guys who were commenting on the videos, apologies, I haven't been getting back to you, so I've been busy, but I will be now. Obviously, not everybody, because some comments I just haven't got anything to say. I'm not going to be like, LOL or okay. But, obviously, if you want to ask a question, then that's fine. And we can have debates. We do it on the Facebook page. I'll do it on here. But obviously, if people are being racist or being silly, then I'm not going to respond. Okay? So, ciao.